Hey there, welcome back to the channel. Today we're discussing a topic that is incredibly important within your financial health, and it's about improving and maintaining your credit score. That's Ramir. Having a good credit score opens up many doors for better interest rates, better housing options, better loans, better credit cards, etc. The world revolves around credit. So first things first, you need to know where you stand. So you need to go to the three major credit bureaus, Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian, and pull a free credit report from each one of those bureaus. You can also visit annualcreditreport.com to be able to view that information as well. To maintain your score, here's a few things that you need to do. Is one, pay your bills on time. It sounds super simple and super straightforward, but it's one of the biggest things that impacts your credit score. So you need to make sure that you know when the statement date is, so that way you let the credit card report on the statement date and you make your payment in full after the credit card reports to all three credit bureaus. The other thing you can do is you can also go to your bank and you can set up automatic payments. Just make sure that you have enough liquid in your bank account so that way you don't overdraft your bank account. Next thing you want to do is keep your credit balances low. You want to make sure that you don't go over 30% utilization rate, which means that you don't spend more than 30% of what your credit limit is. So for example, if your credit limit is $1,000, you don't want to spend more than $300 on each statement. Now, here's a tip that you can do is you can spend as much as you want on that credit card, as long as you pay off a portion of that credit card and get it below 30% by the report date. So that's why that's super important. You'll be able to find that on your statement or within your bank's app. The bank will then report a less than a 30% utilization rate. Now, the biggest thing that I recommend is actually to keep it below 30, keep it under 10%. So that's why it's always important to constantly keep asking for more credit limit increases. So that way you get to $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 and you can consistently keep spending more and more and more. And then you don't worry about your credit utilization getting too high and damaging your credit. The next thing that you want to do is you don't want to close any old accounts that you have. If anything, shred up the credit card, put it away, put it in a safe, do whatever you need to do to make sure that you don't use it, but you don't want to close out old accounts. That will hurt your credit significantly because another big portion of credit is your credit history, which accounts for your longest to shortest account. The next thing that you want to do is make sure that you have a diversity mix of all different kinds of accounts, from credit cards to a mortgage payment to car loans. All those kinds of things will help you increase your score. But be sure, don't just open up new credit lines just for no reason. Only take out credit when you actually need it and when it will serve a purpose. Every time that you apply for new credit, they do what is called a hard inquiry, which basically means that they will run your credit and they will pull the information, which will show as a ding on your credit report and will drop your credit score because they pulled your information. So you want to make sure you use your hard inquiries wisely because you know every time that you pull your credit, it's going to drop your score. The next thing you want to do is check for errors or inaccuracies on your credit report. Things happen, people are human. That's why it's important at least to annually review your credit report to check for any inaccuracies that may be on your credit report that you have to dispute. It's very well possible that you may have a name similar to somebody else, that something was incorrectly reported onto your account when it's supposed to be on this other person's account, along with, of course, any fraudulent activity that may happen. Last but not least is be patient. Credit doesn't get built overnight. It takes years and years to grow. That's why it's very important for you to maintain your score once you've built it up, because it takes one day, one issue, one problem to destroy your credit report, but it can take months or years to bring it back. Improving your credit score takes a lot of time and effort, and you have to be patient and persistent with your goals. Small financial changes can lead to a lot of improvement with your credit in the future. So there you have it. Those are ways that you can grow and maintain your credit. Remember that your credit score is a reflection of how well that you can pay debt back. So make sure that you manage it well. If you found this video helpful, make sure that you leave a big thumbs up and subscribe for more informative content. My name is Ramir Heinze with Berkshire Hathaway Parks and Weisberg in the 502 market. Have a great day and make sure to grow and maintain your credit.